the bogeys, and I didn't think I was gonna go live today, but I ended up going live. So here we are. So today, smoking a My Father S special. Um, I have 2 packs of these. I got these at a My Father event a couple months ago from a local brick and mortar. Um, Very nice. I'm pretty sure it's a Nicaraguan Puro. There's nothing I can find about it other than that it is a 5 by 50, uh, 5 inches by 50 ring gauge, and yeah, that's about it. Um, Off the rip, it's nutty in flavor, really mellow, mild. Just really got that Nicaraguan uh, flavor with it. Let me move this mic. There's another train coming. Yeah, so um, I ended up getting 2 packs of these at the event because I bought a box and I got a shirt and some other stuff. No, I don't know who Ash Trevino is. Or I mean, I might know, but I'm not sure. Hi. So yeah, so yesterday I was on live and my live like cut out because my phone died. So yeah, so next time yeah, the wind is like making it hella cold. Like it's like probably 65 or 70, but that wind be blowing and it's not fun at all. I'm just talking about anything and everything, but mostly just trying to engage with people in the comments and answer questions. I want to just hang out, really, just enjoy my Sunday afternoon, well, evening at this point. Um, but just enjoying a cigar to end the day. Um, yeah, I my phone died yesterday at the end of my live, and uh, yeah, I was just like, ah. So ended abruptly, but I already warned everyone that was in the chat. It was probably gonna die. So um, yeah, but I mean, I was on for like 2 hours yesterday, but yeah. Other than that, uh, you can't see it, but I have a T-shirt under here that's a My Father T-shirt that I got from this same event that I got this cigar from, and yeah, I'm just smoking one to see how it is, and it's pretty toothy. It's a real medium cigar for a Nicaraguan cigar. Um, Really nutty. There's a lot of wood notes on the on the aroma, a very honey color, which is really cool. Um, don't really see a lot of that in, or at least the cigars that I get from my father are primarily pretty dark or darker than this. So, um, yeah, but so far, leathery, nutty, woody, spicy on the retro, but really good, creamy. The smoke is almost like syrupy. It's like it's like thick, coats the palate nicely. Um, I'm almost to 150 subscribers, so that's kind of cool. So in the last 2 weeks of basically, or 3 weeks of going live almost every day, um, I've gained like almost 50 subscribers. Definitely just posting every day on the shorts have helped a lot. I did drop a long uh, content today. Uh, Sorry, I keep sounding like I'm saying every like a broken record, but it's all good. Um, there's another one. So yeah, I dropped the Humidor slash Tupperdour tour part two today. So it's all of my boxes that I have, except for the HVC. That's I hadn't had I didn't get it in when I did that recording. So keep reading the. I'm all bundled up, but you're still sweating, and I wish I was sweating and I wasn't bundled up and cold. I'm not too cold, but like could be more comfortable for sure. Um, what else is going on? Just hmm, well, in the Mexican world, there's a uh, soccer game or football game to decide who's a champion in one of their leagues. So um, yeah, soccer. This is honestly really good. There's a train coming. I also made sure all of my lighters, uh, torches were properly filled. So I didn't have like yesterday where I was like, oh, all of my lighters are empty. What's up, Nad? How you doing? And it's weird because I'm smoking a 50 ring gauge, and I don't know, for the last. Well, I can't say it's weird because literally 2 days ago I smoked a 50 ring gauge, but it was a box press, so it really like it didn't feel like a 50. Uh, but I've been smoking a lot of like 46 to 48 ring gauge, so a lot smaller mouthfeel. But yeah, so just I don't like bigger ring gauges for a couple reasons. I don't like the mouthfeel, and two, I feel that the larger the ring gauge, um, you just don't get the same flavor profiles and complexity profiles uh, that you get in like uh, let's say in Lancero Panatellas that are 38 ring gauge. Even though they are longer, more like 6 to 7 inches long. Um, the ring gauge is thinner, so there's more wrapper leaf to give you more flavor. Same with that's just me. Um, yeah, I just like. I think the largest ring gauge I'll go to is like a 54. Anything beyond that is just I just don't like it. Um, but I have smoked like 60 ring gauge, and it's just I don't know. My jaw gets tired. Pause. Uh, but yeah, and like I said, it's just more. It just comes down to the flavor and complexity. I feel that a smaller ring gauge gives you more traits, and on top of it, I feel like when people blend cigars, they're doing it more in like a robusto or like uh, a Corona Gorda, which is like a 4.5 to 5 inch cigar, anywhere is between like a 46 to 50 ring gauge. So when you're smoking like a robusto or um, you know a petite Corona or a Corona Gordo, uh, you're getting the closest thing to what the blenders were tasting. Because once the blenders have what they're looking for, then they spread it out along whatever um, sizes and types of cigars that they're trying to make. So start with a Robusto, and then you go to a Toro, Churchill, Petite Corona, whatever it is that they're making. They'll tweak the blend just enough so that it is as close to the original blend as possible. Yeah, it's like the third one. There's another one coming. The fourth train is coming. There's a song about trains that I'm going to talk about here in a second. Um, so there's a I forget the name of the band, but the name of the song is "I Like Trains," and the whole song is about the life of this kid that all he can say is "I like trains," and so like he goes to school and all he says is "I like trains." He gets married, and uh, the guy says, "Now I pronounce your husband and wife. Say say your vows, and all he says is, "I like trains." And yeah, basically the whole song is about this guy's life that he just can only speak, "I like trains." And so whenever the train passes, I think of that song. Ah, um, yeah, that sucks. I'm sorry, Hand of Seeds. Was it was it so humid that it just wouldn't stay lit, or like it was just like too squishy? That that's something that would be like frustrating to me. Yeah, yeah. Maybe uh maybe next time try to uh oh, what's it? I'm drawing a blank on what it's called. Uh but you basically just get one of this um yeah, that is very true. You can take like one of a cedar box, and or um a box that you finished, and you can just leave it out, and you can put, yeah, dry box too 3 days before. Okay, yeah, yeah, dry boxing. That's what I was looking for. um, Dang, that sucks. I'm sorry. Um, One of those moments when you wish you could just like be chilling inside in a perfect environment. There's like a whole party going on like over around me. Ooh, 85%. She. That was rough. Mm. Yeah, I can imagine. And it probably doesn't take long for it to just soak up, especially at 85% humidity. Like, if you had a brand new uh, humidor, you just put it outside for the day, and it would get seasoned on its own. Oh, that's rough. I'm sorry, bud. Um, yeah, this My Father is really good. It's definitely like mellow medium, for sure. Got some spice in the nose. I don't want to imagine that. I don't want to imagine that. Yeah, like you're in like one of those steam rooms at like the gym, the sauna. Like you're in a sauna. Oh, that'd be so rough. So bad. I'm glad that where I am, it's a lot of like dry heat. So the humidity is like, I don't know. I think the highest the humidity I've ever seen, even like in the hottest day, was maybe 35% humidity, maybe 40 at the most. And yeah, just that dry heat, that West Coast life. Yes, I do. It's I was told that like Central and Southern California is the only place in the United States that has a Mediterranean climate, and they're so right. Like I can't imagine how people in like Florida and Georgia and like that part of the United States, like you'd have to smoke like in the morning, like outside, unless you have like a shop that you can just go to and chill inside. But even at that, like the shop would have to make sure that their door is open and closed all the times, uh, messing up the humidity. So that would just be too much work for my brain to do. Um, yeah, that is very true. The wine country, that's just a little bit north of me, about like an hour or whatever. Uh, like I've gone up to Sacramento, and there's just wineries everywhere. It's just rows and rows and rows and rows. Uh, but yeah, there's a lot of good winery out here. I'm also gonna go live tomorrow. Um, Probably not as late as I normally do. I'm gonna try to go live like around 1. Um, oh, nice. Um, I know how to count cards for blackjack. Um, it's a weird thing that I know how to do. When I was a kid, I learned about blackjack over the summer, and I got like super hooked on it. There was a book. I forgot what the book's name was, but it was like a book that was just all about blackjack at one of the parks. We had a thing called the Shack, and there was a book, and I read the book on like how to count cards, and honestly, it's not that hard. Well, it is hard, but it's not like Rain Man type of thing. But um, basically, there's 4 or 5 elements that you have to like master. You got to master basic strategy, which tells you all of the proper uh, uh, like calls to make for your hand. If you can master basic strategy, it will get you within a 0.5% of the casino. So yeah, I just say that if anyone goes to like the casino, because you can carry like a little card, uh, and it's totally fine to be on there and have like your own little card. And just I would just say just jot it down. There's places you can print out the a little sheet and you can put it on a card with basic strategy. But you still have so the house would have like a 50.5% advantage over you, and you would have a 49.5% advantage. So the swing isn't as crazy, but if you can add in counting, where you count the cards and then you figure out the swing. Obviously, the higher the positive number, the more it's in your swing. The higher the negative number it is, the more it's in the house's favor, and you don't want to play. But what up? What up? I'm just talking about counting cards in blackjack. So yeah, so you just count the cards plus or minus, um, and then you take that number and you divide it by how many decks are left, and it gives you uh, the true count. And the true count tells you how many high cards are left in the deck that you have. Counting cards, it's it's the how would I describe it? Basically, counting cards is how you beat blackjack or 21 in the casino. You know, like there's like hella movies about it, and it's not that hard. It's just a lot of practice and like mental gymnastics that you've got to do, and just trying not to get caught. Um, but yeah, it's something I've mastered. I haven't played it in a long time. I was going to the casinos a lot last year, and it was cool. Um, yeah, I'm from the U.S., so we've got like hella casino. Well, now we have hella casinos. 15, 20 years ago, there wasn't a lot of casinos, but yeah, last year I was going to a bunch of casinos in the West Coast and just playing. Now counting cards, you're not gonna magically uh, win money all the time because even if you're perfect with counting cards, you only have like a 1% advantage over the casino. So like if you are wrong more than once, like you're going to lose money. And even if you play perfectly, you can still lose money. Just because it's a mathematical game, and you're playing for the long term. You're not playing for short term. So, um, you learn a lot of theory about mathematics. It's kind of brainy. Um, I like that stuff. I'm into math and whatnot. So, and you can smoke in casinos for most of them. So, which is even cooler. So I just bring a couple of cigars with me, and I'd sit and play for. Gosh, I think the longest session I played was like 6 or 7 hours long, like continuous playing. Um, I had probably 2 or 3 weeks of pay go through my hand in like a couple hours. Like over that 7 or 8 hour period of playing, I don't know, I probably had like 7 to 10K move through my hands at any like throughout that whole session, just moving from the casino to me to the casino. But I ended up walking away with, gosh, I think I walked away with like $1,000 that night. So it was cool. But yeah, I can be a nerd from time to time. Um, yeah. Vegas. I've been to Vegas once. I blew $100 on 2 hands of blackjack. Nah, it's not a Cuban cigar. It's a Nicaraguan cigar. More of a New World. It's a My Father. Uh, I got this at an event um, that I went to a couple months ago. Bought a box of cigars and some other stuff. And at the event, I got a shirt and like a dozen cigars, and um, this was one of them that I got. All I know is that it's a 5x50, and I'm pretty sure it's a Nicaraguan Puro. There's another train coming, so just bear with me. Um, but yeah, this thing is good. It's like mellow to medium, nutty, woody, syrupy. Uh, there's another train coming. Thank you. I appreciate it. I've spent a lot of time and assets acquiring my collection so far. Um, and I foresee myself getting at least one or two boxes a month for the rest of the year. So um, could end up with 6 new boxes or 12 new boxes by the end of the year. Preferably, I would like 12, but we'll see how that goes. Yeah. Um. Yeah. I need. I need a couple foundation boxes. Um. I need some of the Rojas street tacos. Uh. What else do I need? Um. Off the top of my head. Uh. Yeah, just the foundation alone is gonna be the Olmec, the Tabernacle, both the Tabernacles. So the Nicaraguan Tabernacle and or the Broadleaf and the Havana seed. The Rojas street tacos. There's like four of them, so that's like I'm at 6 boxes. I do want a box. Well, I don't want to get the box yet. But there's like a 3 pack for the oh, what are they called? I just have Olmec on my mind. Um, Atabey. I want to try some Atabey, but they're expensive. But if I can try an Atabey, I'm probably gonna buy a box of Atabey. Um, I would like to get a box of the Perdomo 30th anniversary. They're pricey. Um, I would like to get some Perdomos, like a sampler of Perdomos, because I just haven't had a chance to try Perdomo, and I really like the guy and everything that's talks about his. Um, I just like everything that he talks about his brand. Uh, okay, there was two beautiful boxes in there that I can think of off the top of my head. It was the My Father Flor de las Antillas, and it was the Joya de Nicaragua box. The Joya de Nicaragua on the inside, it had the field of tobacco leaves with like the people like picking the leaves. That might be the one you're talking about. Um, oh, that I've seen or that I have, or both. Because the most beautiful box I've seen was Friday, and that was the Opus X25 that just came out. There's uh 20 cigars of the Opus X in a Perfecto. They're all in a coffin, and when you open the lid, so like when you open the lid, right? It opens, but like say this is the cigar in it, and when you open the lid, it presents the it tilts up so the cigar is presented to you. It's freaking beautiful. The coffin is made out of I think like some type of alloy, like aluminum or whatever. It's beautiful. There's a little like coin on the inside with the Opus X, and then there's a little key to open it. It's a humidor. It's I literally I got the credit for it. I didn't ask him how much it was because I didn't want to sit here for the next couple months and not buy cigars. um, but that thing was beautiful, freaking beautiful. I may cop one of those cigars or two of them just so I can have one, and maybe I'll smoke that for my birthday or something uh, next year. But that is still a far cry because it's it's like my week, like the price of one is literally like my weekly budget for cigars if I'm not buying a box for the month. Yeah, I've seen some humidors that light up. Pretty cool. And someone's doing donuts. um, yeah, I've thought about whenever I buy a house, um, take some of the boxes that aren't like super fancy and like screwing them into the wall and using them as like some type of container, like in the garage, just like hold some tools or something like that. Um, I thought they were gonna go again. But yeah, that Opus X box, that Opus X25 was beautiful. Um, it was like I'm thinking about it right now, and it was just beautiful. Um, yeah, like if I had unlimited money, I would have just copped it right then and there. I would have been the shop would have been super happy. Um, but whenever I have the ability to cop a house, um, I do plan on. Uh, Here's the band for everyone. The band did not come off nicely. It tore a little piece of the wrapper off, but it's okay. We're gonna burn through that anyways. So that is no biggie. Uh, yeah, whenever I do end up getting a house, which I'm hoping in the next year or two I'll be able to. Um, Fingers crossed. Um, I would like to have a semi finished basement, and then just put some money into uh, making it like a lounge. Um, get a really good air filtration to just blow everything out, bring fresh air in, good air scrubber, get a couple good chairs for some of the homies to come by, make a nice little setup so I can go live down there and just chill, be completely humidified. Yeah, hell yeah, that would definitely be where I would do my podcast and everything. Um, let me read your comments. I didn't even realize you put another comment in there. I ain't never put a box. Yeah, there is something addictive about buying boxes. It's like it's also really nice too because I'm into aging. So like when I get a box, I normally just smoke the first one within a couple days or like that first week that I have it to see where they're at. And and then I won't smoke another one until like 2 or 3 months later, and then I'm like, all right, cool, this is where they're at. And then like every 3 to 6 months afterwards, I just smoke them to see where they're at. And like the Hoya de Nicaragua, um, that was a box of 25, and I have like 17 or 18 in there. So I bought that box back in November, so I basically smoked like one a month. And yeah, they're just those. I'm drawing a name on it on the specific cigar. Siglo Imedia, I believe, is what they're called. The Hoya de Nicaragua, and they're when my cigar lounge had them, I literally smoked like an entire box of them. I would buy them like 5 or 6 at a time. I loved them. And then when I was in Mexico, I asked if they had a box, and they said yeah, but they were like, "You want to buy a box?" And I was like, "Yeah." Like they were like, "Really? You're gonna buy a box?" And I was like, "Yeah, I want a box." So yeah, it was good, but they were I loved them, and they're just getting better and better with age. So um, yeah, yeah. Um, I've ran through like 1 or 2 boxes, and I just give them to my girl to hold her jewelry because they're just so nice. Like I can't, like I have to find something to do with them because if not, like I feel like it's a waste. And there's memories in there. There's uh like that Hoya de Nicaragua. I bought that when I was in Mexico. Like that has like some sentimental value in there. Um, like I know when I get down to like the last five in that box, like I'm gonna be so hesitant to like even enjoy those five that are left because I don't want those to be like smoked. Unless I can find a box online, I'll probably order another one, and then I'll just burn through them and save the box, give it to my girl or something. Uh, but yeah, it's pretty crazy to think about. Like most people don't understand that side of it. Um, but also, there's boxes that are limited and they're expensive. they're the build quality is amazing, and it's like I understand collections, but if I was to buy a collector, like if there was only one, uh let's say, for instance, there's a uh that Perdomo 30th, which I'm pretty sure they will continue making the Perdomo 30th. But if they only made the Perdomo 30th, whoa. I didn't realize it, but there was a cop that just went by, and he literally uh, just drove on the grass and everything. What was that? No, I did not. I just know that there's been a lot of cars, or a car just doing burnouts and shit. Yeah, I have no idea. I'm just not live. um, I can't. Yeah. Oh yeah. Like a bottle of uh yeah, like bottles, unless they're like super super like collector's items, like yeah, I wouldn't like get rid of them. But yeah, bottles, like, just throw them. Um but um yeah, boxes of cigars, I would just keep them. By the way, that cop that like just like drove on the grass and whatnot, asked me if I called 911, and I was like, nah, I had no idea. um, so yeah, he was probably pissed, because just wasting my tax dollars. But hey, mm, I love that. It's still lit. That's a wild question. That's a wild question. Um, I'm not gonna answer that because I don't know if YouTube will, in blatant terms, f me. That's a wild question. That's wild. Moving on. Um, the final third of this, and it's really creamy. Uh, Definitely notes of like nuts, like roasted, like some type of roasted nuts. There's like leather and spice on the retro. Super good. Yeah, it probably is the cop asking that. I mean, hey, everyone on live saw me do the burnouts. You know what I'm saying? Rap, rap. Ah, hilarious. Uh, um, yeah, you weren't in my live yesterday, which is all right. I love talking to you and everyone else that gets on the live, but my live, uh, my phone died. It was towards the end of the live. I smoked 2 cigars. I was on for like almost 2 hours, and so today I went to the um I ain't got no prison tattoos. All of my stuff is professional. Mhm. um, and I've never been to prison, and I don't plan on going to prison. Uh, I bought a charging brick, so if my battery does get too low, I can just pop it back in and keep the live going. But gotta solve issues as they come up. But yeah, I'm going live tomorrow. I'm thinking like around 1 o'clock maybe. Um, uh, um, Blood In, Blood Out reminds me of Gucci Mane's song Blood In, Blood Out. I really wish this wind wasn't here right now because it's so much more comfortable not having this wind. It's like some sweetness coming in on this, which I'm really liking. Yeah. Uh, I don't know. I feel like the 3 day weekend has gone by way faster than a regular weekend. But also, I feel like lately, time has been like speeding up super fast. Like it'll be Monday, and I'm like, dang, it's Monday, and I'm like, Friday feels so far away. The next thing I know, I'm like, oh, it's like lunchtime Friday. And I'm like, oh wow, cool. Yeah, that's whew. Well, I mean, for a long time, like with the revolution and stuff in the 70s and the 80s, there was a ban. Like Cuba, they couldn't do anything. Like you couldn't get any cigars from there. And now it's like it's such a big booming thing that like I don't think the government will do like what the government does in Cuba, because literally when Castro came in, Castro literally was like Romeo y Julieta, Cohiba, all of those brands. Um, he still let the farmers and the people that created them have them, but at the end of the day, all of their cigars was Castro's, you know? Um, and that was basically it still is like Cuba's biggest export. Um, but I know like there's a bunch of people that go and buy farmland in Nicaragua, and it's theirs. So funny you say that because I always think about this from time to time. So when I was like 15 or 16, or not even 15 or 16, it was like 13, 14 when like YouTube was really young. I skateboarded a lot. Like I used to skateboard all the time. It's one of the reasons why it brought me to California. Um, just because of that culture. But I used to sit in front of my video camera and just talk and just vlog about my day. And if I was smarter, which I wanted to do it, but my parents wouldn't let me have like a proper YouTube account, and so I wasn't able to upload stuff until I was like 16, 17. I was uploading a lot of like my skateboarding stuff on like an old channel that I don't use anymore. Um, and I was thinking, I was like, I could have been in that like blogger vlogging kind of thing way before it hit, and I could have been doing that, but it is what it is. I was 16, 17 years ago. Like my life would be very different today. I'd be the Mr. Beast. I'm joking about that, but like I could have been like a Joe Rogan or like something like that. Um, but hey, life is life. Oh well. I was a kid. My parents were just trying to protect me from BS on the internet. So, but um, since I have the power brick, I should be able to go live. Well, I won't be going live on Tuesday because I'm staying late for work because I got a test for. I have a welding test to take later this week, and my job is letting me stay late and practice, so I won't be able to go to my regular Tuesday night skate. But um, since I have the power brick, I will be able to keep my phone charged, so I'll be able to go through the entire like 2 or 3 hour skate, and then I should do the Friday night skate live because that's like a 4 or 5 hour skate through San Francisco, and it's the summertime, so like it's gonna be hella hella nuts, and I know that uh, I can get I can get Laney on there. I can get a bunch of other stuff going on, but yeah, like when I go to Mexico next time, which will probably be next year, I'll do a little like vlogging uh throughout Mexico uh in my journey. I don't know. I'd have to figure out getting my phone to work because the last time my phone only worked. I might have to talk to my carrier before I leave and be like, hey, like I need service when I'm down there. So, because I might just go live for as long as I can, just do hours and hours of vlogging, like live. It'd be pretty cool, just talking to people. And there's well, I went to one Habano shop, but there's a couple of them in Mexico City that I want to go to next time I'm back there. It'd be good to like talk to them and see what's up in the community that's in there. So all right, yeah, I'll definitely check them out. Yeah, I might have to talk to people, but yeah, it would be cool just to go around and document cigar shops. Like I know I'm gonna be in Florida next year, uh, in Orlando, and I know Orlando has a couple cool shops, so I could probably call them up and be like, hey, like I'm just doing this like day thing. If I can just come in and do a little video, um, do a little live or whatever, that'd be cool. Uh, what was it? Uh, the the podcast is called Ash Holes, and they have this saying when they light up their cigar for the show. Uh, it's like one puff, that's the law. One puff, that's the law. And then they all take that first, or no, it's one draw, that's the law. One draw, that's the law. And so they take the first draw, and then they talk about like what they're getting from the cigar, how they feel about the cigar, blah 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 blah. And then later they talk about like the strength and do their podcast. Um, yeah, but yeah, everyone knows the rules. Um, Dang, this is a really good cigar. I don't know if you can get these My Fathers, um, like on a regular, because I got these at an actual My Father event at one of the smoke shops here in the Bay, and yeah, I just don't know if you can um, like order these or if they're just like special smokes. I'll have to look it up tonight, but yeah, um, yeah, this is very mellow, medium bodied, um, rich, creamy, syrupy, long, long linger on the palate. Um, got that classic Nicaraguan spice, and the retro. A nice woody cedar aroma off the cigar. The blend is wonderful. The complexity isn't harsh between the thirds. The burn is consistent. The combustion is consistent. Um, Flavor is good. The strength is great. This is just a great cigar that you can smoke morning, noon, or night. Doesn't matter. I don't feel like my palate is burnt out. Even though I smoke more full bodied cigars, and that can definitely burn your palate out real fast. But again, I only smoke like one cigar a day. Yesterday, I got to smoke two back to back, and that was fantastic. But I had the Hemingway short story yesterday from Arturo Fuente, and that was such a good smoke. It was just there was one part in that first. Well, I only did it in halves because it was so small. There was one little part for like two or three draws that it got tight on me, and I didn't like it. But once it went through, it was fine, uh, and it was just good all the way through. It did canoe uh, twice. One leading into the second half of the cigar, it canoed a little bit, but it corrected itself with a little help. And at the end, it canoed, but definitely box worthy. And then I had the Foundation's Tabernacle, the Havana Seed number 142. That was the best foundation that I've had. Like, it would go the Havana Seed, the Olmec, the Broadleaf Tabernacle, um, and then the Axum that I've had, like in that order. Um, just real good. Um, but yeah, gotta charge up that brick. Um, which my phone is slowly dying, so I don't have much of this cigar left. But this is so good. I want to smoke it until it burns my fingertips because it's that good. Um, so we will keep the phone charged so it doesn't die on me again. Got a nice little sleek power box here. Uh, so my live doesn't go off like it did yesterday. And this is the other part that I love about the summertime. It's almost 8:30 my time, and I still have daylight. It's fantastic. Like 2 weeks ago, it was this time, and it was just pitch black. I'm also trying to get a balance of going live and making some content, some like long form content. So I'm thinking like kind of like every other day I'm gonna go live, and then every time in between the lives I'm just gonna do like long form content. So like I'll just do like reviews and stuff. So Yeah, this is such a good smoke. I really wish your humidity was not 85% so you could enjoy a good smoke. What were you trying to smoke, by the way? Lit off a little firecracker. I will say now that I uh, want to smoke this to my fingertips, it's now getting to be like just a roasted peanut or like a walnut kind of flavor. And I'm kind of like, ah, the creaminess isn't totally there. It's not as thick of a smoke at the end of here, but I'm just gonna thug it out. Mm. Oh yeah. Yeah, let's flip this around here. Some people having some fun. Oh yeah, you said you picked up some of that. No, that was not a gunshot. That was just some like a little firecracker. A little nothing really. Nothing crazy. Just a lot of noise. Yeah. Uh a funny story. Well, it's not a funny story. It's actually a sad story. But I lived in Oakland for the first 2.5 years that I was in um, California, and I lived in a rougher part of Oakland, and so there was always like shootings happening, and I saw some wild stuff go down. So um, yeah, I've seen some stuff go down in the streets, and at 23, 24 years old, seeing and hearing that stuff, like it was weird because at first it was like it didn't bother me, but at the same time I was like, all right, cool. Like I'm in this environment that I need to be careful, like where I go, what time I go, how I move, and whatnot. And then after like a year, it was just normal. Like it was such a weird thing. Like it was like, oh yeah, yep, that was someone using firearms, and yeah, it was weird that I became like desensitized, which is sad. Um, but yeah, like there's a story where my neighbor got his kid off the bus, and I just got home from work, and where my stairwell came to like my door, like you walk down like a little flight of stairs to my door, Yeah, yeah. Hands and seas. Yes. Like all prices are exorbitant. Um, but yeah, there was like this stairwell that went down into my to my door, so there was like little walls or whatever. And what's up, Ezra? Um, I just remember I had gotten home and I dapped my neighbor up, and he was waiting for his kid to get off the bus. And like 10 minutes after that, um, there was um, I heard one firearm. I heard a different firearm, and then the first firearm finished everything. Um, and I just hear this pounding on the door, pow, 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 pow. And I'm like, oh man, please let it not be like I was hoping it wasn't the person that got lit up, but it was my neighbor. And when I opened the door, um, he was huddled around his kid, and I let him in. And yeah, that was a scary moment. I didn't know what I was gonna expect, but that was a wild. There's another one. I might save that for. I might do both of those as like a story time, for a long format video. But there was another time where I actually watched someone get unalived, and that was crazy. Um, that was it was great. It was, and both of those times it was broad daylight, middle of the afternoon. It was like 3:30, 4 o'clock in the afternoon. For that first one, the second story, that happened at like 6 or 6:30. I was coming home from work, and just yeah, man, it was wild. Those are the only two times that I've like experienced like physically seeing that. All the other times it's like I've been just chilling uh in my old crib with my roommates, and just like it's 10 o'clock at night and you just hear pop 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 pop. Sometimes you hear retaliation, sometimes you don't. And what made it worse is that where I lived at the time, at the end of my street, there was an on ramp to the freeway, so it was just a wild. It it was a great time in my life, but the area was not the greatest. But hey, no worries, Ezra. I'm almost done. Um, I'm probably gonna be done with this in a little bit, probably like 10, 15 minutes or less. But hey, you gotta do what you gotta do with the baby, you know. Um, all good. Glad you're in. Got on. Love having you in here. Yeah, I've seen some crazy stuff. Um, I remember one time I was coming back from a Friday night skate. It's like 1 in the morning, and by one of the underpassings of the freeway, there was a bunch of homeless people, and like they were just all drugged out, and like this dude picked up a couch and threw this in the middle of the road as I'm like getting off the ramp, and I'm like, what? Yeah, I've seen some wild stuff. Well, that's the end of that fantastic cigar. Um, I'm just gonna chit chat for a little bit, probably for another 5 or 10 minutes, and then I'm gonna go home. I'm gonna have some ice cream, and hopefully my girls' team won their fourth consecutive championship. Um, so either she's gonna be in a good mood, or she's not gonna be in a good mood. So hopefully it's the good mood. But yeah, um, yeah. Ezra isn't. Isn't Ezra like a biblical name? Uh, but yeah, um, love Oakland. Oakland, cool. I mean, I don't really like where Oakland is going at the moment for the city wise. Like the Warriors left to San Francisco, the A's left, the Oakland Raiders left. Yeah, nice. Fun fact: I graduated from a Baptist Christian school, for high school, and so I had Bible class like every day, and then we had this thing called chapel on Fridays, and it was basically like church. So like for an hour out of the day, there'd be a guest uh, preacher, and they'd come out and they'd have like a little talk or um, all that good stuff. Oh, that's very interesting. Yeah, like I'm not like a big like Bible thumper or anything like that, but the Bible's cool. Uh, but uh, I just noticed that the light is going away, so I guess I'm just gonna end it. Um, Thank you for everyone that's in the live currently. Thank you for everyone that came to the live uh, and asked questions, commented. Love all of you. Um, have a good rest of your Sunday night. Um, Ezra, I hope you get some sleep. Again, blessings on the child. Uh, I'll reiterate again. I'm gonna go live tomorrow. Um, I want to go live around 1 p.m. my time, Pacific Standard. So it'll be 4 p.m. East Coast time. So yeah, I'm gonna drop a little short of me just saying that I'm going live. Like 8 or 9 a.m. my time, so it'll be like 11 or 12 uh, East Coast time. So hopefully get to see all of you in there. I don't know what I'm gonna smoke, but I'm gonna smoke 2 cigars tomorrow, back to back. So it'll be good. As you can tell, the daylight is fleeting at the moment. So I'm gonna get off. Again, thanks everyone. I'm Sas, you still use the bogeys. I'm out. I'll see you next time.